the 210 Culture Podcast. I forgot how short that intro was, so I didn't have time to get my soundboard going. But of course, before I just have to get it out of the way. We are San Antonio's Magazine Best of 2020 podcast of the year, which is what the nice magazine cover is there. And of course, this episode is brought to you by Pub Sports Radio, like always, Southtown 101.
We got this. Look at that.
Southtown 101, Texas Bearded Cartel, and of course, the always delicious Southside Craft Soda, coming in all multiple flavors. And our guest today is Miss Carolyn from Skycrafters. Thank you for being on the show here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
I'll get this out for you in a bit. So, of course, like I said, very exciting week for us. We won that, and we could finally announce it. But we always start our show off by going what we did over the weekend. So, since you're our guest, go first.
Celebrated my birthday early this weekend. My sister came into town from Dallas.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So just did that, hung out with family. I didn't have a show this weekend, so it was nice to just relax.
And I totally forgot our intros. Got everybody else. It's a little excited here. So of course, like always, I'm G.
I'm Dom.
And our special guest today, because Donna's over there eating in the corner, is her twin.
Yes, I'm Donna Squared. Just kidding. I'm Natasha with Mira Metal / Norteño T10.
AKA Donna's Twinkie, AKA just insert something here.
HBIC? No? Something?
AKA
thing two.
mother of the king.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
I am. I am.
Ooh. Real Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So
Angelica said congrats.
thank you, Angelica.
Thank you.
So what did you do, Dom? I'm sorry. Forget the rest.
Well, I mean, it's been a pretty busy weekend. I mean, other than our shoot for the new food truck video, I mean, we've been trying to get ready for the party that the San Antonio magazine is going to have for us.
Nice.
Yes, get your tickets. They're at it's going to be at the Whitty Museum on the 13th, so Friday. So you get to try. Most of the winners are going to be out there sampling their products, so you can go ahead and try their delicious food. And I think you can even purchase their products too for those that actually make products. We're just going for the fun of it because I'm not doing a podcast at the Whitty.
Yeah, I'll be there dressed as Donna.
So definitely check that out. And what did you do over the weekend?
I had an eventful weekend.
Ooh,
Yeah.
do tell.
Well, we went to the museum on Friday night for the Riverwalk reveal of who's going to be the new king, queen, prince, princess, duke, duchess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so everybody got dressed up. It was like a gala type of deal. There's casino and drinking and dancing, Mardi Gras theme. So that was super cool. So my friend MJ actually ended up winning queen. And then my friend Ray is the new duke. So
Oh, wow.
Nice. Congratulations to them. Yeah, I mean, we won Thursday. That was a fun day. And then Friday, I went to hang out with Roy in another Illuminati event,
Yo,
which
Roy.
was pretty good.
I'm sorry, what?
I'll talk about it later. And then,
I don't know.
Oh, cool. I wasn't invited.
She was asleep.
Appreciate it.
because you're already in there. That's why.
All right.
And then yesterday we filmed again. And then today I'm here. So it was fun.
Fun weekend so far.
Fun weekend. So let's jump into our guest here. So for those who don't know, what is Skycrafters?
It's my local business. I started it about 5.5 years ago. It's my third career. Like I like to tell people, I'm on to my third career. I've always been a creative person. My background, my degree is in architecture. I did that. I practiced here for several years. And then, your life changes. So got married, had kids. My oldest son was a little high maintenance from the beginning. At 4 years old, he was diagnosed with autism. So I did that for a while, homeschooled him till he was in 4th grade. And because of that, because of all my training and my schooling with that, I actually became a behavior therapist and worked with kiddos with autism as well.
That's awesome.
And did that for a while and did that through one of the local school districts. And then our contract ended with that. So like I said, I was always creative and making things from the beginning. And people always ask me, oh, can you make me this? Can you make me that? So in the meantime, I just started doing it and it kind of took off. So I've been doing that the last 5.5 years and it's just really fun. And I love my flexible schedule. So yeah, I mainly deal in textiles. So I sew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Is that one of your items there? The shirt?
Oh no, no, no,
No.
no.
I
This I
was
bought.
about to say,
You
I'm
know
like, there's
what?
a game.
You know, if I was smart, I would have worn stuff that I make, but I didn't.
Hey,
Well,
be
so-
casual Sunday.
Yeah. So we met a few weeks ago,
Yes.
and you gave me one of your homemade headbands,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, a little head wrap. Uh-huh.
So cute, and it's reversible. So
Yeah.
two different vibes.
All the things I make, I try are useful. They're things you can use
Yeah.
around the house, things you can use in life. And I'm a big nerd. I've always been a geek. My first gaming system was the
Same.
Atari 2600. So like I love all that stuff. So I specialize in using fabrics that are prints that are pop culture related, like
Mhm.
Nintendo stuff and Marvel stuff, DC, all that kind of stuff. And I
Oh,
make
wow.
I make cultural things as well though.
I was gonna say when you have to choose, is it Marvel or DC?
DC all the way.
Okay, this
Yes.
interview's over. Bye.
Yes.
I'm out.
All right. Now that the Marvel people are gone.
Now, I always say DC has the best villains, but I feel like Marvel has the best superheroes.
Okay,
I
That's-
literally don't know the difference between either of those.
that's okay.
That's just my ongoing thing. But I mean, the comics are good. The movies suck, but there's that.
Yeah, we're like,
Oh wait, Marvel's like Stan Lee.
Yes. Iron Man.
Meanwhile,
So, like,
in the
Avengers
Legion
and
of
stuff?
Doom.
Hey, all I'm just
That's
saying,
how I feel like right now.
all I'm saying is, if you have to change the name of the movie to Harley Quinn so people can watch it
wow.
after the first week, come on.
I enjoyed the movie.
I haven't seen it.
Was it good?
Who's
It
your
was really
favorite from
fun.
DC?
It's a fun
Oh,
movie.
I mean, I'm a Superman fan.
and they're really comical.
I
with
love
it.
Boy
I mean,
Scouts. Give me a good guy.
she's a
and-
real tomboy in it. So
Okay, at least I'll give you
awesome.
that much credit because Superman is a legit superhero. Batman is not a superhero. He's just a rich
He's
guy.
an
He's a rich
illegal
guy.
alien.
He's just a rich
That's
guy.
what he is.
So kind of to touch back on what you were talking about with your son. So my son has autism.
Oh, okay.
And so I think that that's amazing that you can go from, something that you worked really hard to get to, your first career to then change it. And I totally understand that because I changed my focus and my degree plan. So now I'm going into mental health.
Okay, cool. Wow. Yeah.
So no,
Yeah.
I love that.
yeah. He's 18 now. So we've been on this road for a long time.
Yeah.
But because I saw what he needed and I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to focus on him. I'm going to homeschool him, tailor everything to his needs,
Mhm.
which is why he's doing so well now. Like he's
Yeah.
doing fantastic. So he's a junior in high school and he's going to get his regular diploma. He has friends. If you didn't know, you would just think he's a quirky kid.
Yeah. No, same. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I tell people like my son has Asperger's. It's not, but it's
yeah.
such a blanket.
Right.
But no, I mean, I feel like you're an amazing mom because of that.
Thank
So, yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah,
Breaking
especially-
a lot of barriers here
Yeah,
on Two
especially-
Ten Culture
Yeah.
Podcast.
Oh no, even both of y'all like sacrificing, like you said, you're going one route, and
Yeah.
you're just like, no, I'm gonna do it for my
Yeah.
son instead of just being like, okay, I'm still gonna stick on my route and I'll just
Yeah.
get some
No,
video
well,
route.
I homeschooled too. He's in 5th grade now, so
Oh,
I
cool.
homeschooled up until this year.
Yeah. Awesome.
So yeah, no,
You just do what you got to do.
That's that. People are like, how do you do it? And I'm like, you wake up and do it. I don't know.
You just do it.
Yeah.
And people are, I've never been one of those parents that, poor me, it's
Mhm.
it's kind of amazing. I love that he thinks differently.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he kind of gets it from the family after he was diagnosed. You kind of see it in the family on other people. And I mean, even myself. But
Yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love the way we are. I love the way he is. I would not change a thing.
So your son can actually run for Fiesta Especial royalty.
Okay.
Yeah, my son is a king for this year,
Okay, cool.
and it's
wow.
from ages 10 to 50.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Mhm.
pretty cool.
So you're saying he's gonna have to dethrone him?
Well, you know.
She's like, he can
You
interview
You
her.
mean?
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's
We
really
have a comment from Albert.
Oh,
Whoever that guy is.
Albert.
Gonzalez.
Who's
I
Albert?
don't know who that is.
That's my baby daddy.
Well, yeah, that's what he said. Hey, that's my sexy baby mama.
Aww.
Leave comments below. There we go. That's all I'm talking about.
Love
Albert,
you.
good seeing that you're on the tube.
Hey, you're supposed to be watching the kids at the party.
He's like, I don't need to watch them.
He's like,
They're not killing.
has anybody
themselves.
seen him?
So, have you had any item that you would say would be like your bestseller, or something that you're just like didn't expect, and you're like, wow,
Everything.
like everybody's like jumping on it.
I mean, pop culture is awesome.
Not really, because everything I make is pretty useful, and it all
Mhm.
kind of like at one show I think, oh, okay, this is it. Then the next show it may be something else really
Right.
popular. But the thing that has surprised me most is I do have an online store as well, and I ship all over the world.
Ooh.
I ship tortilla holders, tortilla warmers to Switzerland, to Ireland.
Wow.
Like that's kind of weird to me. I'm
Mhm.
like, I'll get these international orders, and I'm like, tortilla holders, really?
Tortilla
Wow. Like,
holders.
yeah.
So yeah, kind of like how you're saying how each event it kind of changes. I know when we talk to some other crafters, they always say it's kind of like that they try to cater what they're taking with them for that specific event. Like if it's like they're like a gaming one, you're gonna do more kind of like gaming
The
pop
only
culture.
thing I tailor is the fabrics I use.
Okay.
I make the same items, but like if it like I did Coffee Fest at the beginning of the year.
Mhm.
I did a lot more coffee fabric printed stuff, but I still take all my other stuff.
Mhm.
And surprisingly, at Coffee Fest, I sold all my Spurs stuff, which I would have never. I thought more of the coffee stuff.
Mhm.
You can't go wrong with Spurs
Right?
stuff here.
Yeah, exactly.
We used to get our free coffee after every win. That's why.
Oh.
See, they should bring it back now because then they only have to worry about it like once a week or once a month.
No more free coffee. Damn you,
Hater.
Circle K.
Uh-huh.
He said, I thought you had the kids with you.
Bro.
Whoa.
He's kidding, y'all. He's kidding.
For all you listeners out there, we're just kidding. Or are we?
No kids were harmed in this episode.
So in other news, my phone just went off and there's wrong one.
Oh.
That was supposed to be a siren.
Whoa.
That was supposed to be a siren. My phone went off and there's an Amber Alert for 3 kids now. that have-
In a Corolla.
We're just kidding, guys.
yes.
Don't say that. Like, kids go missing all the time. Scary.
Oh.
But they were found.
At Southtown 101 with Donna and her mangonada.
Yes. She was actually the one watching them.
Oh yeah, she
That's
kidnaps
why.
kids, right, Donna?
Yeah.
Hey.
Apparently.
I totally lost my train of thought.
Yes, train of thought.
I mean, I can keep talking.
Plug.
Yeah. So, how long have you been doing this?
Like I said, I've been doing this 5.5 years. Started doing some local shows, and then started doing some bigger and bigger events at La Vida and just bigger shows I applied for. And some of my biggest shows are like I'll do the Dia de los Muertos at it was at Hemisphere this last year.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of fun. Just this past year, I started organizing my own events. Me and 2 other artist friends of mine got together because, you do shows, and some of them, it's kind of frustrating because they're run by people who aren't artists.
Mhm.
So they don't really know what you have to go through. They think it's real easy just to set up, or they'll put somebody that has like me, that has fabric next to like somebody that's smoking barbecue. It's like, you can't do that.
No.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I like the smell of the barbecue on my
Right.
clothes. Like,
but
Smell-
yeah,
smell
so
good.
we started doing that, and over this last year we've learned a lot because we want all handmade stuff too, because a lot of markets start letting in people that are own stores or
Mhm.
import items.
Mhm.
Our stuff is all handmade, all local artists. So that's our focus. And then also our focus is we don't take any of the money that we collect from our vendors. It's all goes to paying for the venue or advertising.
Mhm.
Wow.
None of us keeps any of that. And we
Yeah.
just had a big event in February at the Brick that went really, really well.
Awesome.
So our next event is going to be in May. We're still knocking down the details for that, and we have a really huge event in July that we're excited about. And We'll be
Awesome.
releasing those details soon.
We have a really big event coming up next month. I'd love to have you there. So it's all local. So
Okay.
local craft vendors,
Okay,
like
nice.
people handmade stuff.
Right.
No offense to anybody that's selling
Right, yeah.
franchise stuff, but we're
Yeah, there's a market for that.
Right.
Just yeah.
and it's going to be a metal event. So the metal vendors will be inside, but it's for local nonprofits.
Awesome. That is perfect because
Mhm.
one of my things that I do, especially around Fiesta, and I'm starting to do it now, is I do custom sashes. And I make
Ooh,
mine a little
okay.
bit different because, if you go to the Fiesta store, not knocking them, but the sashes they have there are very thin and they don't really hold a lot of metals very well. So I put an extra layer of batting in between mine. I make sure they're as sturdy as possible without being super huge. So, and then I make Spurs ones and Star Wars ones and,
Mm.
Batman ones, just so you'll definitely have a unique sash.
Yeah, that's awesome. My friend makes sashes too. But
Cool.
you can never go wrong with
Yeah.
sashes. And people don't understand how heavy metals are.
Yeah.
So
Especially when they
yeah.
want to make them 5
So
inches
we're gonna
thick.
get some
Don't
sashes that say
hate.
#1 podcast. Chicken
Yes.
culture.
Yeah.
There you go. You could do
There
that.
you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. I didn't know Dom got a
We're gonna-
boatload of money.
We're gonna
so-
be like walking around like that.
Yeah.
That'll be next year. So know how you do more textile work. So like learning how to sew and stuff, was that something you learned like younger or
I
just now
actually
recently when you switched
just
over?
recently.
Wow.
I'm one of those people that I'm very
Pick it
hands.
up.
I can fix anything. I'll watch YouTube videos. I can figure it. I fixed my dryer. I soldered some wiring. Like I
Mm.
can
Wow.
paint. I do everything.
One
So I have
stop shop.
ADHD, so I'm always busy. I can't just sit there and watch TV.
Yeah.
I'm either making jewelry or I'm painting or sewing. So
So I'm gonna ask, 'cause we asked another creator. So this is, are you like one of those that just starts on one thing and then you'll jump to another project and
Yes.
just go back and
yes,
forth?
absolutely.
Yes, because that's how I am too. I just feel like all creators kind of have a little bit of ADHD there.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm the same way. I'll start like on a video and then I'll walk away and then I'll come back and I'll start on another video and then I'll go do like a paper and then I'll come back and I'll start on the first video. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know. I just like have to like
Yeah.
refresh and just
That's how my mind works.
go back."
I saw something once where they're like the smartest people or the most creative people are really like unorganized, and not in the sense of being like messy, but they're just like
Everywhere.
they
Right.
go from thing to thing.
Yeah.
And like I'm the same way, so I'm just like
I have my different working
Yeah.
stations, my
Yeah.
jewelry station, my painting station, this and that.
yeah.
And
Even when I like talk, I'm the same way too. Like I'll be talking here and then like later I'll be like, "Yeah, that's what I was talking about." You're like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, my bad."
Another
Like,
thought from me.
and that's the problem I always have with Donna. I always tell her, she's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like 2 hours ago when I was telling you about this, that's what it was. And she's like, "Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
guess." Like,
no, I get that.
Like, what?
I get you.
I
Very
was
much like
but-
that.
So random.
Or same with the room. I like to call it control chaos because she'll walk in and just like stuff all over my desk. And she starts organizing. Like, "Don't organize it." I was like, "I know where everything's at." I was like, "If you move it, I'm gonna not know." And then later I'm asking her, she's like,
This
"I don't
dirty
know."
Tissue.
Yeah, she's like, "I don't know." It's like, it was right there next to that empty Coke can that I had there facing the other way for like 2 weeks.
yeah.
And she's like, "Nah, I don't know what you're talking about."
That
I'm like,
Reese's Pieces
"Don't
that
touch
you
it."
opened last week. All that.
But,
Uh,
So what do you like, where do you see your business going? Like, do you have any dreams or aspirations?
People ask me that, and I'm like, I don't know if I'd want to get too big,
Mhm.
but at the same time, I mean, that's how you succeed. I like being able to say I make everything myself.
yeah.
mhm.
I don't know if I ever want to get to the point where I'm designing something and sending it out for somebody else to manufacture.
Mass
Like,
production.
I'm not sure about that. I go back and forth. So, I mean, I like doing what I'm doing. I like that I make enough to take care of my kids and me. We have everything we need, but they are like, they're older, and in a few years, they're going to be leaving, hopefully. Who knows what I'm going to be doing? I may be onto a fourth career, but I mean, I'll always be creating in some fashion.
That's awesome.
So, but yeah, but no, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm meeting lots of new people, lots of cool people around the city. So, and just being around artists, I love it.
So how was your experience with? I saw that you were on KSAT.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Oh,
they,
cool.
they saw that
Congratulations.
last event we had in February, and they reached out to us and wanted us to come on and talk about the event. And it was fun. I mean, I've been on TV before because I do a lot of charity work with Any Baby Can. So I was talking about autism the last time. So this time, I was there and got to show stuff that I actually made. So yeah, it was really fun. We were a little nervous at the beginning,
Mhm.
and everybody was so nice and just made you feel really comfortable. So it was
That's
really fun.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's always nerve wracking being on television. You're like, oh my God, is my voice gonna do that thing? Like, you're like, and you're like, do I look fine? Like, oh man,
Yeah.
like,
And
it's just a really big hassle. But then when you're done, you're like, I want to do it again.
Yeah.
yeah, no, it was fun. And I'm like, I hope they have us back, for
Oh,
our next
definitely.
markets. Now we're on their radar. So,
Yeah.
and the markets that we have, it's called City Street Market. We have a
Mhm.
Facebook page, Instagram, but
City
that's
Street
what we
Market.
put them on under. And it's my friend Laura, she's with Blue Betty's Boutique.
Yeah.
And then my friend Faith, who is with Bubble and Squeak Soapworks.
Yeah.
So it's us three that put them on. So,
I think I bought
Oh,
soap
wow.
from her
yeah.
before.
Yeah, her stuff's really.
I
She's just made some dry shampoo, not dry shampoo. I'm sorry, shampoo bars.
Uh-huh.
Love those.
Shampoo bars?
Yeah, you just like lather them up, and
What?
they're really.
Wow.
I like the way they feel.
Interesting.
So-
You just blew my mind.
Yeah.
Right?
Bars for shampoo.
Yeah, and that's what I try to do too. I try to support. I was outside just buying from
Yeah.
some of our local artists here because, there's some really good product made here in San Antonio by
Yeah.
local people.
Well, I feel like too, you have to support local. Like, it's so important to support each other in the community, and I'm all about that because people don't understand what it takes. Like, they see a table outside, but they don't understand that was probably weeks
Oh
of
yeah,
planning and then setting up, breaking down.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's like an entire
Yeah.
thing. It's an entire day.
yeah. I've been thinking about doing that lately because I do post on Instagram and everything, and you see, hey, I'm set up. Here's my. But I've been thinking about maybe I should do some behind the scene pictures when things
Yeah.
don't go well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
When when you're having
Bloopers.
problems. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Oh, and then I'm going to mention something too. End of last year, the Current magazine did top 20 makers and boutiques to follow in
Oh,
San
yes.
Antonio.
Ooh,
I made the list.
Yes,
Yes.
girl.
So that was pretty
Yeah, that's good
Yes.
stuff. Encore.
Right. No, it just made me like, oh God, now I got to up my Instagram game. Like,
Oh.
so I try.
I know
You
that's
got
how,
to.
that's when like it hits you worse when you're like, oh crap, not gonna be on my whatever like you were slacking on.
You're
Was like
on the
Instagram.
mic. You're on the microscope now.
Yeah, or like
They
us
see
with
you.
with our website because in the article it mentions our website. And I'm like, oh crap, now I gotta work on my website. I haven't touched it in like 4 months. It's just sitting there.
Right.
But like now I gotta start working on it because people are gonna start going to it.
We need new business cards now.
it's, like,
Gotcha.
it's always.
Oh, I got y'all.
Yeah, I know. I told Donna she didn't realize that you did them.
Oh, I need new business cards.
I got you
Awesome.
too, girl.
Cool. Okay.
210 culture, making connections.
And anybody else needs business cards.
Yeah. Business cards, Fiesta medals,
Well, you know what?
pins.
Y
Because I'd rather
todo.
do that. I've been ordering them from out of state. Why am I
Business
doing that?
cards?
Yeah.
Well,
support local.
yeah. Well, yeah. And that's what I tell people too. Like, you're supporting. We're a family.
We
And
fam.
everybody sees like our kids at the events, and I'm like, stop crying. This one has to go to the bathroom. This one's hungry. But it's nerve wracking, but at the same time, like I love it because then people see like they're handing me money, and they literally see me with my kids
Right.
eating. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
your money just paid for my kids' food.
See, and now that I know fellow autism mom, it's like hell yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna like support you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Same girl.
That's what like the whole picture that we posted of Bob and Timmy's like that was like to me that was like a perfect moment. So we had posted a picture of one of the food trucks that it was their daughter's birthday, and they made her wait till it died down before they could like sing her happy
Oh, okay.
birthday.
Mhm.
And all day she's been like, the whole time we were there, she's like, "Can I have my cake now? Can I have my cake now?
Aw,
Can I have my
yeah.
cake now?" They're like, "It's not slow enough. You gotta
Yeah.
wait." And then
So
like,
busy.
and then it was just like seeing like the community there of all the food truck people, like they all that they've known there forever, that they like all were celebrating her birthday. And I was like, they didn't have to be there. They could have taken the day off. They probably need to be there, but and that's why they probably didn't take the day off. But it was like they sacrificed that her birthday for the sake of them being able to get it done. And it was just like a nice picture that I was able to take of all of them there, and it was just like showing like, yeah, this is the behind the scenes you don't see. Everybody just says support local, but they don't
Mhm.
really like go into depth. It's just like kind of like a catchphrase now. It's just like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
support local,
Right.
or they're like, oh well, yeah, like they're it's the baseball classes this and that, but it's like you can say that, but till you actually see it, it's a
Right.
whole different thing, especially when you
Mhm.
experience it in
Mhm.
person. And I was just
Yeah.
sitting there and I was just like, yeah, like what we're doing, this is why we do it for that
Mhm.
moment there.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool because they let us in too when they didn't have to, so that was awesome.
Nice.
Shout out to Bob and Timmy's. I know they listen. Shout out to Jose. He made us a amazing apple pie dessert pizza yesterday.
What?
So
nice.
it's like this
Yeah.
really, really thin crust. And then they put some secret cream cheese custard that Donna's still trying to figure out.
We're gonna find out.
And then they put caramel apples on top.
Oh.
It was so good.
Was it warm?
Yes.
They put.
Well, no, the crust was warm, but I
The
guess because
crust
he
is
didn't have like
warm,
somewhere to
but
heat up the
yeah,
actual
it
apples.
was kind of
So
cool.
it was like, yeah, it was room temperature, but it was still really good.
but
I was
cinnamon.
like, hot or cold, I'd still eat it. But it was really, really good, and that's something they made specifically for us because it's seasonal whenever they
Seasonal.
do it.
Oh, cool.
So, but I was like, awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like whenever we go out to eat, I'm like, what have we not tried?
Right.
But that's like a small, like mom and pop place.
Not a chain. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I try to eat. It's like no chains.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like my kids will be like, so McDonald's, and I'm like, ugh.
Oh, well,
You know,
yeah.
but when it's like a family dinner, I'm just like, let's go. And like Donna and Gia showed me places, and like we all just kind of share, like, hey, have you
Mhm.
tried this place? So,
Mhm.
but I think too, word of mouth and just like knowing that there's genuine people that are there
Yeah.
working their asses off, like.
Right. So you guys are all from here, from San Antonio.
Uh huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Except
Oh.
for
Are
except for
I'm from here.
Valley.
Oh, okay.
She's a fest.
Wah.
so I think other than the west side, I've pretty much lived on every side of town, so I've kind of got a little taste of everything.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I grew up around Culebra, and then I went
Northside.
from there. I went to Floresville for a little bit.
Okay.
Then I came back to right there on the Honda Railroad tracks. So I lived
Donkey lady area?
yeah, so I lived there for a little bit. Then from there we went over to UTSA because I moved in with her, and
Oh.
then from there we went to Central at Blanco, and then now we're over out in Converse. So the only side I really didn't stay at was the west side. So I've been a little bit around everywhere. So I kind
You
of
ain't about that life, G.
So I've got like a little taste of everything. So it's kind of cool. But the 8 years now that I've been alive, that I've kind of like experienced the culture of like the different shifts inside of town. So I can't really say that I don't know which side's which.
Yeah, I know all areas of town. I've been all over.
I do kind of. Well, I spent a lot of time on the east side, a lot of time. With like growing up when I was little, both my grandparents lived on the east side. So I tell people like I know I'm from the north side, but I can go zero to hood real quick. So don't. But it's mostly like when it comes to like my kids, right?
Oh,
Like then I'm just like, let's not. But yeah. But I'm really nice, I promise.
Sarcasm.
I am.
So, is there? Because I really haven't paid attention more on the textile side. Is there a lot of textile like other businesses, or is it really more? Or they're
There's
kind
a-
of like mixed.
in here in San Antonio,
Yeah.
there's a few others that do similar things. Honestly, like there's nobody that does exactly everything I do.
Right.
And
Yeah.
of course you get your people that you see and then you're doing one thing and all of a sudden they're doing it as well.
Mm.
So you know what? That just makes me up my game.
Mhm.
And for the most part there are some, but not there's nobody that does exactly what I do.
I was saying, is it kind of like
Not that I've seen anyway.
I was saying, is it kind of more like a okay, cool, you have that kind of like technique thing, or is it just kind of like mine's better than yours? Leave me alone to think.
I
But-
am a perfectionist. My quality is really good, and I will tell people to come to my shows. You know, customers that come and look at stuff, and I'm totally comfortable saying, no, go look around. I want you to see everybody else's stuff because you'll be
Mhm.
back. You know,
Mhm.
so
right,
and
right.
most of the time they are, and because I don't want anybody buying anything and regretting they're buying something of mine.
It's
So
true.
I'd rather them look at everything and then here you go.
Then you can make up your mind.
And you
Yep.
get a lot of customers, you know, especially that's why I do a lot of shows downtown and Southtown, because down here more people appreciate handmade and are willing to pay what handmade costs.
Mhm.
You go other places and they expect to pay like China prices.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you can't do that.
Yeah. See, I don't mind paying the prices, but like you said, as long as I know that it's like a good quality,
Right.
Because you can tell the difference.
Yes.
Definitely.
Mhm.
And my
Always
prices, I
that.
try to keep them very reasonable. And I've had people come and tell me, no, they're really good. Like, in fact, you should be charging a little more for this or for that. And I try, you know, I'm not trying to gouge anybody. I'm just trying to, you know, make a little money. And, you know, it has to be worth my time.
Yeah.
So far so good. It's been pretty good. And like I said, my online sales have been doing really well. And I'll get people DMing me on Instagram, you know, from, gosh, what is that? Not New Zealand, I think it was New
Mhm.
Zealand the last time. Some doctor wanted some scrub hats, and I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
"Oh, yeah, okay, I can do that."
Oh, that's
So
cool.
Nice.
yeah, it's you never know. Like last night, middle of the night, you know, somebody's inboxing me, and I'm answering, and if I can't answer, I will reply to, you know. And I have a lot of regular customers that have been with me from the beginning, and they're pretty awesome. So, and I do custom stuff as well. If people see something that I make, but they're like, "Oh, you know, can you look for this certain print fabric?" I'll do that. I tell them my regular fabric shopping day is Monday. I go out, I hunt around, I do online shopping as well. And then if I can find it, I send pictures to them and they will approve whatever and I'll make it. So I try to customize and give people exactly what they want.
Nice.
So, what would be the most unique item that you've done for somebody, like a special order item?
Oh, let me think.
That's a good question.
Because there's a lot of things I make that I don't bring to shows that I just
Yeah,
do
no,
custom.
of course, yeah.
I've made a couple of costumes. I've made
Costumes,
like
full-
cosplay?
full-
not full on cosplay.
Oh,
No, nobody. I haven't found anybody willing to pay what that's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, just simple stuff. But I recently did a nursing cover for somebody that was going to have a baby, and it was Wonder Woman. So,
Yes.
so you know, you could be out and about
That's
and
really cool.
still have a little privacy, but still be cool. Or like I will do bibs for adults or special needs people because I'm like, hey,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
look cool too. Like, there's no reason you
Yeah.
can't like have
Um,
fun stuff.
I might need one. of
Donna
those.
G.
I was gonna say I might need one of those.
But a really cool one. Get them a Hulk one.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
we'll,
yeah,
we'll just get a 210 culture one.
I never did the nursing thing. The like I would nurse, but my daughter hated it.
Oh,
So I would just be like boob out. You know? It's legal.
I mean, yeah.
I'm like, if you're bothered by it, don't look. I don't know.
I used to do weighted blankets too. I've shipped those all over. The biggest one I made was like a 25-pound blanket.
Wow.
They're
Dang.
a pain in the butt to make, but they're like people like them and they help. I mean, they worked a lot with my son. I like them.
I've always wanted
So-
to try those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they help you sleep.
You have one?
Yeah.
Yeah, my little sister got me onto them because she had one. I'm like, what's so special about this? And they,
Yeah. Very comforting.
but yeah, it keeps you reassured, like
Like a
set in
hug.
place. Yeah, exactly.
Aww.
I'm the little spoon.
A little spork.
Little sport. There you go. See,
It was one time, okay.
there was you're his thunder buddy.
Oh,
Hey, sometimes you just need the comfort, okay.
it's true.
After a long day, sometimes you just want to be the little spoon.
That's okay.
210 cultures. We got feelings.
Yes. But yeah.
Spork.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I mean, so in May, that's your next event. That's
Our next
coming up?
event is going to be in May. I think it's May 9th. Look on our Facebook page, like again, City Street Market.
We'll definitely have that.
We post all our next events. We create event pages there.
Mhm.
We're working the details out with that. And then we do have the place nailed down for it's going to be July 10th. We're having a show at the Brick. It's a Friday
Nice.
evening. So that's going to be a really fun event.
Okay.
We'll definitely
Well,
go out
that's
and
what's up for it.
support.
And as far as me, myself personally, my business, I'm always at First Friday at the Hub Market just down Alamo. So I do First Friday there. And then I also do, and I won't be doing it this month, but I usually do First Saturday at Freetail Brewery down on Pressa.
Oh, okay.
They recently asked us this year, starting this year, to plan to manage their markets because they were doing a First Saturday art market. And we had a Christmas show there this past Christmas, and we did so well that they asked us to go ahead
Nice.
and run their markets, their monthly markets. So,
Mhm.
so I'm learning, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work because I'm,
Yeah.
for this last show, I'm busy doing emails, contacting all the artists, everything, getting everything in order. And I'm like, I need to make my stuff. Like I need to focus on making my things. But it's fun. It's really fun to stay busy and to put on good events because we'll put on events and I'm not necessarily concerned about my success. I want the event to go well. I want
Yes.
all the other artists to be successful and make money.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I love that you're successful, but you're still so humble and you're so sweet.
Oh,
You're not
thanks.
like, oh yeah, I have events. I
Oh,
do
no,
this."
no,
Like, yeah.
no.
Like a
Yes,
drop of a
darling.
hat.
Yes.
I can do it in a drop of a hat.
Yeah.
But no, but that's cool. That like the main thing, because of course people who do, and I mean, those that kind of just like you said, that just don't really know how to do it. They'll get the vendors, but if the vendors don't sell, they're not gonna come back later, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where like you
Right.
Right.
earn your reputation as like an event planner. It's
Yeah.
like they're like, oh, well, I made money last time. I'm gonna go back next time for
Yeah,
it.
no, we want
So,
we
yeah.
want the artists to be successful, but at the same time, we'll get a lot of artists that get it and know they got to promote themselves too.
Mhm.
It's not all on the organizer. Like, when I have an event or I'm doing an event, I will put that event on my event page, tag it on my business page. I will be blasting it out on all my social media. So every artist has to do that for themselves too. Like,
Mhm.
because I'll
Definitely.
do events and I bring a lot of my regulars come to my events, and they'll be at my table and other artists are like, oh, it's kind of dead. Well, did you tell your following? Did you post it on your page? Like,
Right.
You
we
can only do
all-
so much.
Yeah. So, but I'm always trying. I'm always sending people here or there, because there's some things I don't make. Like I like my friend Laura, the Blue Betty. She does skirts. I can make skirts. I don't like to make skirts. So when people ask me for that, I'm like, no, I send them to her. So,
Yeah.
and then when people want accessories and bags, she sends them to me. So
Oh.
I mean that's how it works.
Give and take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's
so-
always just the best, just having local partner like we have you, so we kind of go back and forth and Roy, and just seeing that because it not only does it help everybody, but it just makes it easier on yourself too.
Mhm.
Because then, like that, you pass it on, and then it just goes back and forth business wise, and you don't really
Mhm.
have to do so much. I mean, you still got to market yourself, obviously. You
Right.
can't just expect your partners to help you out, but it just kind of makes it easier when you're like, oh yeah, like you said, oh, she knows how to do it. Or they send them back to you. So I think that's always the coolest thing. That a lot of people don't realize that it makes more sense to make more friends than enemies in
Yep.
whatever industry you're doing. And that's a good run.
Yeah. I don't understand that. I don't I don't mean to sound cocky, but like I tell people like I don't have competition. But it's because I know what I
Right,
do
right.
and I know what I'm
Mhm.
good at.
Yeah.
But I also know what I'm not good at.
Right.
So just like,
Yeah. Same way.
I don't mind sending people to other people.
Right.
Like, but I don't know. I'm just not a hater, I guess.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
and that
know.
sounds exactly like how I am. I'm like, no, I know my product. I know who I am, and people will either like me or they won't. And
Mhm.
I really, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
210 culture. Nobody's sipping the haterade.
So did you guys have any more questions for her before we jump to the topics? Or any,
trying to think.
We're trying to think of all the specialized items we want to get, all the accessories. So it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If there's anything you see or custom stuff, just let me know. People message me and they're like, "Can you do this?" Or they'll send me a picture of something. I said, "You know what? I can figure it out, or let me get back to you and see if I can find the
I
pattern."
like that answer.
Do you actually? I do. Do you print on jewelry and stuff?
print on jewelry.
Like
Mm.
what if I wanted to get Donna some like 210 culture earrings?
Aw.
Like, would
Uh,
you print or how do you?
Is
I
Donna
just
crying?
got a vinyl machine, so I'm learning how to do that. But as far as like engraving or laser, like I don't have that yet.
Mhm.
I don't know if I want to learn that yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Ooh,
I would say
lasers.
no. I do work with some leather stuff, but like I dabble in everything. I told you ADHD
Mhm.
here.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah, I
no.
guess it'd be like vinyl,
Okay.
right? Like sticker
Yeah,
or
Yeah,
yeah, you,
yeah,
can,
yeah.
you can do vinyl and you do the heat transfer with
Yeah.
them and stuff. Yeah.
Is that a
Cool.
present?
I don't know. I was just trying to be
No
gay, throw some
comments.
stuff out there.
So when you, like, I guess non-busy time, just like I guess like an average, what would be like a time frame for something custom like that? Like if it's just something simple, nothing like super crazy.
If it's stuff that I have on hand, I mean, I can turn it around in a day or two.
Oh wow,
Like it just if it's materials I have and nothing I have to order, then yeah. 'Cause
nice.
And I do vinyl earrings as well, but I do, like I said, nerdy stuff. So I'll order like Pac-Man vinyl, and I have Nintendo vinyl, and
Ooh.
nobody in town has that stuff.
That's cute.
Yeah.
But I
that'd
have to
be
order it
cool.
from Australia. I don't know
Oh,
why,
wow.
but like some of my
you
materials,
also
yeah, I have to order, and it's But that's fun. I like to have stuff that I like and that's different.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll do the regular stuff that everybody likes too, but I mean, I enjoy Legend of Zelda stuff. That is my favorite fabric.
Yes. Yeah, very memorable video game. That's why I'm like, if she sells video game stuff, I'm already sold.
All right, so
Yeah,
we're
some cool
running down to the last couple of minutes here. So we're gonna put Natasha to work.
Yes.
That's why she came in.
Yes, let's see.
So,
This is
all
the
right.
interview.
All right. All right. Okay, topics. All right. So another SA birthday party takes over Fred's Fish Fry with a party that was quote unquote nuts. So birthday parties at Fred's Fish Fry is becoming a trend in San Antol, apparently. Mike Rodriguez spent his 29th birthday at Fred's Fish Fry on Nogalito Street. He mentioned how he wanted to have a seafood shindig at the location in Castroville because that's his quote unquote hood, but the staff there didn't think they would accommodate a party of that size. The Nogalitos location accommodated him and encouraged him to bring extra tables and chairs, and people loved it. So would you have your party at Fred's Fish Fry? If not, what restaurant would you have it at?
March 16th.
Oh, no, thank you.
You wanna tell everyone your plan for your birthday?
Yes, please. We want to.
Donna.
I mean, you
Yeah,
could have gone
there
chilled with
comes
Jose,
Donna.
but whatever.
Hi. March 16th. We're gonna have a party at Fred's Fish Fry. I'm not too sure which one yet. Probably the one on Nogalitos since they accommodated him. I'm gonna have more than 30
Holy.
people. You
West
gotta be
Avenue.
sure that. Huh?
West Avenue.
West Avenue?
Yeah,
Why West Avenue?
because it's closer to me.
Maybe West Avenue. I like the ones with the little baggies of tartar sauce and the fish boxes. that one's better.
Now we're gonna have it at the one at I forget where it's at. Me and my buddy went and they had burglar bars
Right.
on the
Oh,
registers.
yeah.
That one. We'll go to that one. And then the AC's like at negative like 4 degrees and it's just blowing, like there's this giant air hole and it's just like blowing into
It's
the
just
place.
snowing and
We had gone in like April and it was like 90 degrees outside. We went in there, it was like 40 in there. Like, it was that cold. Like the fish were like coming out and they were refreezing when they were like giving them to you. People were busting out jackets and they were like, yeah, I'm gonna say, we're like, yeah, this is kind of cold, dude. Like, can you turn that off? They're like, oh, well, it's really hot back here, so that being really cold offsets it over here, so it
Oh
feels
my
good for us. So too bad. And I was like, all right, cool. Well, it is what it is then.
I've never been.
I grew up going there a couple of times. And I really liked it. And yeah, my family's out of town now, and every once in a while we come back here. And the last time my dad was like, I'm gonna go pick up Fred's. And he went to the one, there used to be one on Flores, I think, and it wasn't there anymore. He was like, it's closed. He was so disappointed. But it's
I feel that.
it's something every San Antonian should try.
Mhm.
Do y'all think that the owners of Fred's Fish fight with the owner of was it Mattress
Mattress
Firm? You think
because
they're
they're
rivals?
always like
What?
they never seem busy, but
Because
they're always open.
because
though.
just like Fred's Fish's joke is that they sell drugs because nobody's there.
Yeah.
Mattress Firm is the same way. Have you
Same.
ever seen people at Mattress Firm?
no,
I feel like I bought a mattress from there.
But I,
there's
Well, yeah,
salespeople
you're
in
one of the
there.
regular people that go in for the cover. But because there's one right by Artwork on 281, it's
Nobody
there.
goes in there.
Nobody's ever there. They're doing construction around it, but it's still open.
Weird.
I no.
And it's like it's right next to like the Via thing for over there.
Where's your conspiracy theory button?
Um,
Yeah.
do I have it this
X-Files.
end? Yeah, there you go. Yes. So the joke is always the running joke is that they're both used as fronts.
They are fronts.
So I wonder if they're like rival gangs or they're all the same gang.
Why are they gonna be a gang? How did that happen?
Gang, gang.
But yeah, because it was so bad that whatever the PR from Fred's had to be like, we do not sell drugs here at Fred's.
Oh, not
Quote
at Fred's.
unquote.
This is a family establishment that serves fish,
Yeah, family cartel.
but we give you extra tartar sauce if you ask. So that's
Savage here on 210
All
Culture.
right.
They're not actually bags of tartar sauce.
So did anybody comment?
Anybody
No,
comment?
cool. All right,
No.
so moving on. All right, so response from who?
Yeah, everybody responded.
We talked
She
about
talked
it.
about how she used to go there as a child.
Yeah.
We talked about
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about
yeah,
my
she's like,
party.
yeah.
I'd go eat there, but I don't know if I'd have a party.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
don't
What,
know. I mean,
Eh.
I don't know if I have any friends
But
that I
where
can get
would
there.
you like to have your adult party at that wouldn't ideally have a party?
parking lot at these
Hmm.
guys.
I mean, my birthday's
Parking
in
lot.
December, so I don't think anybody would be down to.
Oh, we already know where she has her party, so it don't matter.
How? Where? What? Where do I have my parties at?
Where'd you have it this year?
Oh yeah. Shout out to my friend.
That's probably where I would have it.
at Vietnam
Yeah,
Gardens.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't remember the last time I had a party somewhere. Usually it's everybody come to my house.
Mm,
Mhm.
So I don't know.
house party.
That's a we're nerds.
That's how it
we play
is,
games. Like that's
yeah.
what we're doing tonight. Like I'm gonna get out of here and it's my normal game night because I game. I also play like a
Ooh.
D&D type game.
Okay.
I do it weekly, Sunday
That's
nights.
fun.
Tonight's my game night. So I left pulled pork cooking, beans cooking.
Oh.
So I'm gonna
So
go
what time
home.
should we be there?
I'll learn.
I've never played D&D.
Oh, that's really fun. I've been playing, gosh, for like 8 years straight, and then before that, a few years before. But
My cousin's big into it, and his dad always complains. All he does is spend his money on dice. I don't know what he does
oh
with
yeah,
the dice. And I'm
oh
just
yeah.
like, there's a reason why.
Oh,
There's
you
a
know what?
reason.
I'm not too
There's always a
familiar
reason.
with the reason behind it. I just know there's a reason
No,
why.
and then some will be rolling really well for you, and you're like, oh, and then it stops. So you're like, get away from me. Like, let me get another die.
So I saw the guy from Magic Mike, Joe Mangan, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
Freaking
Yeah,
hot.
that one.
Oh yeah,
And sorry, Albert.
yeah.
And he plays, and I was just like,
Mhm.
what is happening?
He plays. Vin Diesel plays. Who else?
Eh,
There's some that are like a lot of big stars that have played like forever.
Wow.
And
Like TJ Miller.
All right. So can I move on now?
Yeah.
Are you okay, Donna? Can I move on?
Are we allowed to move on?
Okay. All right. So Selena's 25 años. Wait. Yeah, 25 años
Yeah.
in San Antonio's new San Antonio's new celebration honoring
I'm
Tejano
sorry,
Star.
Jose.
All right, so Selena's family announced that they teamed up with the city of San Antonio to bring fans a new way to celebrate her legacy. The tribute concert will be May 9th at the Alamodome, and this year marks 25 years since the star was killed by her fan club manager and friend Yolanda Salazar on March 31st, 1995, when she was 23 years old. The Quintanilla family hosted Fiesta de la Flor in Corpus, but was canceled this year. Oh, I wonder why.
Mm.
Among performers are Pitbull, Los Tucanes de Tijuana, A.B. Quintanilla, and the Cumbia Kings Becky G, Elita Reina, Gilbert Velasquez, Pete Astudio, and SA native Ali Brooke. So, question is, will you be attending the concert, and who would you like to see perform?
I would be attending, but not because it's Selena, just because of the lineup. Yeah. It's really more for the lineup. Which was funny because those who tuned in last week, Andrew actually called it. Remember? And he said that because we were talking about, do you think they're gonna do something in town for Selena? And he's like, yeah, they'll probably do it at the Alamo Dome. And then like 2 days later, they announced it.
Yeah.
Did he know?
I think he might have.
He knew.
I really
already.
think he did know. So Andrew, we need to talk after the show.
Andrew,
Uh,
I need some help with some lottery tickets.
Yeah.
yeah.
Look up on that.
See, now the only problem I have with this is because this year's going to be set up great with the lineup, and then next year's going to be trash. That's exactly what happened with the one in Corpus.
The very first one, Fiesta de la Flor.
Mhm.
They had Tito Olivares. They had Los Cumbia Kings. They had, Ramon Ayala.
Donna's talking for those who can't hear.
Yeah, so they had Ramon Ayala, Cumbia Kings, and who?
Tito Olivares.
Fito Olivares.
Yes.
Mm.
So, and like that was like great. It hyped everybody up. The first year was good, and then after that, it just went downhill. They were just like, "Hey, do you play an accordion? Okay, cool. Now you're gonna come out on stage." And that was kind of like the end of it. I'm still waiting for a Selena hologram. Let's make that happen. They did it for Tupac.
Yeah, why haven't they done it?
Because her dad likes making money but not spending money,
Yeah, that's why.
and AB's child
Parents.
support won't let him afford it either.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
But you know what? I would like to also see to perform Demi Lovato, maybe even.
No, we talked
Don't
about
get me
this
Selena
started
earlier.
on Demi
Gomez.
Lovato.
We talked about this earlier. J-Lo and her Selena costumes from the movie.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Yeah,
All my cousins cry on that movie.
I
every
feel like
time.
ticket prices would be like super high then.
Well, that's what they want anyway.
Yeah.
And in this city,
You
they'll
gotta
pay
plan
for it.
next
I
year
don't-
and then the
look,
year after that. year after
don't-
that.
Don't at me, but I don't really like J-Lo.
Don't at me,
It's
but I
okay.
like Demi Lovato.
Wow.
We're gonna talk after
I feel
this.
like
She-
I'm, I feel like I'm
Because you're a
attacked.
hater.
But yeah, but
feel like
J-Lo
I'm
no,
attacked.
Selena no. I'm sorry. I would not go to this concert.
Oh.
I know that's an unpopular.
She said that's a
opinion.
no for me.
Yeah, but no, that's a no. That's a even if somebody had tickets and wanted me to go, that'd be a no.
Tell them to let me know. And I'll go with them. I don't know. I love Selena. Like I grew up with Selena. Well,
But
I was like,
don't you feel this is
7.
kind of like overkill by now?
I do honestly, and
It-
that's
it
what
is
I was kind of
overkill.
getting at. Like I think, like you know,
Yeah, let her
Yeah.
be.
Yeah,
I-
exactly.
Yeah,
the
let
way I
her
always
be.
see
Yeah.
it, the way I always see it.
Chin the
I mean, it's always
ground.
tragic when a singer dies young, but I feel like had she still been alive, nobody would care.
Exactly.
Mhm.
really?
Cause look at like Shakira, like she makes music. I mean, it still sells, but nobody really cares what she makes at this point.
No,
If
like
she would have died at the peak of Hips Don't Lie, everyone would
Uh.
be talking about how like she was a legend and she was the
No.
greatest,
And her
and she would
hips
have been.
never lied.
Yes.
okay. I don't agree with that.
I don't
I
agree.
I feel like she would be like J Lo status, if not bigger.
But it's like the point, kind of like Jay-Z, where Jay-Z puts music, but not really people care at this point.
Nobody cares about Jay Z anyway.
But no, but that's what I'm getting to though. Like same with like Tupac and Biggie, like as big as they were, if they would have still been alive,
They're still
they'd be
at
like
that
Jay-Z
peak.
right now. Nobody would care. Same thing with Selena. Like she would still have her
Yeah.
fan base, and it would hit here in town. That just like the Hano artists now. that can still tour. Yeah,
Mhm. She
What-
might
No,
be
I
doing
think
pop right
yeah, I
now.
think she would have gone to pop.
Yeah,
exactly. And
she would
pop
probably do
stars
pop.
tend to mostly burn out, and then they just live off those hits.
And then she would have fired her dad.
I mean, she'd probably be like Bon Jovi, where
You're
she's
gone.
touring and makes like millions of dollars.
Yeah, I think so.
But I feel like when you would bring her up, she would have said something or done something at this point where nobody would really give her as much.
So,
credit.
like, side note, but I honestly love that the like 90s and 2000s artists are getting like a second chance now
Mhm.
that there's like social media
Have a
and
second win.
yeah. Like, I love that because I
Yeah.
feel like they didn't have all the like
Yeah, he did.
hype that current artists have that don't deserve it. You know what I mean?
Hmm, definitely.
Anyway.
Like Billy Ray Cyrus in that one hip hop song. Uptown
Old Town
Road.
Road.
Come on.
Well, even
like,
before that, he had redone like a hip hop version of Achy Breaky
Hannah
Heart.
Montana.
No, it was like she was on there, but it was like a rebooted version, but it was like a hip hop version of Achy Breaky Heart. I think it was like
missed that one.
I think it was like Achy Breaky 2 or
Can
something.
you find it on the board?
But yeah, he did it, and it was just like trash. Everybody's like, yeah, no. That's when he thought he could live off of piggyback off of Miley Cyrus and restart his career.
No.
So it was just a big old.
Nope. Exactly.
All right.
So-
Okay, so next one. Mexico-based restaurant specializing in micheladas coming soon to SA. Ooh. La Laguna Mariscos and Sushi will bring extravagant. Did I mess that up?
No, you're good. Keep going.
Okay. Will bring extravagant micheladas topped with shrimp, stuffed celery, and ceviche, and other specialty cocktails and homemade seafood dishes to SA this summer. The restaurant will open near the Dominion, of course, at do I have to say the address? All right, cool.
910.
On the far north side, the restaurant expects to open either June or July. Currently, La Laguna resides in Laredo and McAllen and plans to open an additional restaurant in Edinburgh. Are you excited for the opening of, or wait, what?
It's supposed to be
Are you excited for the opening of La Laguna? And where's your favorite spot to get a michelada?
I was just laughing because it's mariscos and sushi. Just like,
Oh. Yeah, I don't. I'm just reading whatever's here.
let me get a michelada and a California roll.
Mhm.
Ew, California roll.
I have
Oh.
never had a michelada, so
We're going to the bar after this. I'm gonna get her one.
I don't know what I'm missing. I guess.
It's so good. Well, you've had a Bloody Mary? Okay, so it's Bloody Mary but with beer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like either one. Fight me.
Taking off the hoops.
Yeah, no, so I love micheladas, like love them. Of course I'm trying to like not get so much salt intake, so you know.
Slurps.
But I've had a michelada. There was a bar, I can't remember the name of it. It's the one by Gills Auto, right behind it.
Bang bang.
The one that
Bang
sells
Bang
the
Bar.
alcohol.
They put
Bang,
the big
yeah,
old turkey
stupid.
leg.
Yeah, the bang. There's literally a turkey leg, full on turkey leg in the michelada,
Oh my gosh.
and I was living my
It's a
best life.
meal.
The one that has a good one
Yes.
too is, or at least it looks like it was good. Is Cover 3 over
Mm,
off of
yeah.
forget what's that, 1604
1604.
and something.
Just
but they
follow the
have-
loop. It's a
but
loop.
they have, yeah, I think 1604 and
That's what I
Blanco,
mean.
but they have a full like bar where like you make it yourself. Like they have the different like pepperonis and like chicken.
Why have you not
That's
told me
Okay,
about
that
this?
sounds cool.
Now
I
we
wanna-
are.
I want to try that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
so
had-
people put food in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
and
seen sandwiches. Like
yeah, they had different like
Hey.
hot sauces too, so you can like add the different hot sauces.
what?
I want to go
Yeah.
there. If I'm gonna try them, I want to do that.
Why did?
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me.
I didn't know you.
Cover
liked it.
3.
I wasn't there for
I
it.
love
Taco.
michelada. You know who really has a really good michelada? Again, don't at me. Pluckers,
Okay.
Yeah, I like
Pluckers.
Pluckers.
I haven't tried them yet either.
and they're like this big.
You haven't tried their food?
no, I haven't been there either.
Holy moly,
Okay.
macaroni is the best thing there.
Holy moly, macaroni.
Jeez, let me write all this stuff down.
She's like, I'm missing out.
We eat and drink a lot.
That's the whole,
Emphasize on the drink.
and the eat.
Yeah.
I'll say some both.
It's just an equal process.
Yeah, and then they also do they do a mimosa bar too, but the mimosa bar is not as like cool as the michelada bar.
That sounds cool.
So Cover 3.
Cover 3.
Cover 3. I'm
They
gonna
have
go
Look
they
it
there.
have
up.
some really good chilaquiles too.
Is it a restaurant or just a bar?
It's a restaurant.
Is both.
They have really good brunch. We actually found
Brunch
out of one
munch.
because of United We Brunch.
What?
So when we had gone, they were giving out samples. And I was
Still
like,
need to
"Man, this
make
is good."
Donna's shirts. Brunch team.
Oh yeah, Natasha.
Yes.
We gotta get with you after. She can make us the brunch shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Donna had a design for some brunch shirts.
Yeah, you remember that, Donna?
Oh, we'll talk about
Long
it.
time ago?
A long time ago.
Is
In
it
a, in
the?
a galaxy far, far away.
It's not the bitches be sipping.
No.
Okay.
This
That'd
was
be
like,
a good one.
This was like a whole
though.
different one because she wanted them made for when we had gone to United We Brunch, but we never found anybody that can
We're
do it.
going.
Yeah.
I
So-
thought it already passed.
No,
No.
No.
I don't remember. Megan, if
It's
you're
coming.
watching, please comment. when.
Megan, comment.
Yeah. Okay.
But we got time for one more topic here.
One more.
Uno más.
Which one do you want
Oh,
me to
that's
do?
the last one anyway.
Okay, cool. All right. So Johnny Hernandez annual Paella Challenge will have 30 plus chefs at Mission County Park in SA Southside. The annual Paella Challenge is returning March 8th at Mission County Park, hosted by Chef Johnny Hernandez. The event will run from 12 to 4 and set to feature more than 30 chefs battling out for the best paella. The winning chef will receive a trip to Spain. What the
Damn.
bro? I'm a chef now, so
Hey, yo,
Johnny, if
hey,
you're
yo.
watching,
Hey, yo, Seth, are you entering again and you need some help? Holla.
Bro.
Seth.
I don't know who you are, but hey, holler. I'll help you too. Tickets are $30
tie.
under 21 and $85 21 and over, and are currently available at paellachallenge.com/tickets. Hold on, wait. All right, with tickets,
more.
people get free samples from all competing chefs, live entertainment, complimentary sangria, wine, crafted imported beer, and a
Modelo.
Okay, thank you. Modelo Michelada Bar. VIP tickets are also on sale for $150 and will give access to special dessert, margarita, tequila, and mezcal stations,
Ugh.
specialty wines, and a no-wait entrance, and more. Have you ever had paella, and have you ever attended a paella challenge?
I have had it, but I haven't had a good one because I got it at HEB.
HEB?
Yeah, HEB. You
yeah, I
know,
don't trust
you
that.
know, like
It's
every
HEB
month.
tamales. Ugh.
Well, no, not like the frozen HEB stuff. So you know how like HEB every like month they'll do like a theme.
No.
Well, they do a theme.
My wife
Like, in
said
their,
the
in their
hatch,
sample-
when they do
samples,
the hatch peppers. that's
yeah,
it.
in their samples will do like a theme, and then they'll have products of it. So that month was paella theme. So like every day they were making like different types. So I went in there and
Yeah,
it
I
was
don't
like a
think you
chicken.
can consider that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say no,
But,
I haven't.
But that's why
but
I want to try like
try it.
bomb legit one because if
I've
That-
had paella.
because I was like if what HEB has, which is like maybe like 1% original, that was pretty good. So it's like the legit stuff has to be like bomb.
All I know is I'm hungry now.
Yeah.
I've
Also,
never had one.
shameless plug. Make sure you get your free Chipotle delivered to your house. Thanks to Jose.
What?
Yeah, Jose said that Chipotle is delivering free every Sunday this month. But this is
Oh,
the
wow.
last Sunday of the month.
One more Sunday to take advantage of it.
See?
Oh, hey.
Plug accepted.
So if you're hungry, order it now. And
I
send
love
it
Get
out.
Chupa
hungry, get
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
I didn't know this paella challenge was a thing. It says annual, so I don't know how many
Mhm.
years it's been going on, but
I
Tuesday
know.
culture.
I know. It was,
Informing the uninformed.
yeah.
I know it was
I'm
last
learning
year.
so much.
I know it was last year because one of our friends was volunteering last year with one of the other cooks.
Okay.
But I didn't know that they were giving out trips to Spain.
Bro.
Yeah, right.
Dang, I didn't know they rolled like that
I'm
I
like,
know. I was like, now I see why the tickets are
Well,
what they
bro,
cost. The
okay,
tickets,
look, but $150 a ticket.
for VIP.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, they got to pay for the trip somehow.
It's $30.
No, it's $30 if you're under 21.
Oh, dang.
It's
85.
It's
Oh,
85.
85. Oh.
Are you under
I
21?
have had paella and I
I
really
could
like
be.
it,
Let me
but-
shave everything off and get a little bit shorter.
But I definitely would try to sneak my way in if I can.
I've
So,
never tried it, but I
85,
really want to
yeah.
try it. But I feel like every time I go to a restaurant and they offer it, I'm like, I'm one person. There's no way I can eat a
Yeah.
giant thing. But
you know, just go as a family and eat one as a family meal.
my kids won't eat that.
They won't, or
As
you
already
they get
force them
older,
to eat
they
it.
will start eating.
They will start.
Yes.
We took my boys to Texas de Brazil on Friday night.
Ooh.
They ate everything. They tried every meat, and I mean, 4 years ago that wouldn't have happened.
Oh.
Like it, so yeah, it gets better.
Well, my 3-year-old, she eats. She's like, I want some. She just turns 3 Wednesday. But yeah, she wants everything. I mean, I could be eating clam chowder. She's like, I want some. I'm like, okay, cool.
Awesome.
I want
You
some.
let her eat cake too.
Yes, I let her have cake and cupcakes and.
I know you let her have ice cream all day. But
Look, it was her birthday.
Bro, leave my friend alone.
I know.
I left it at home,
Shots
but I had
fired.
her a gift of chocolate frosting.
Oh, shut up. It was one time I gave her frosting because we were trying to film a video at my office and she would not stop getting like in the shot and all we had was frosting. And so I gave her like little tiny spoons of like frosting. And now I'll never live it down.
I'm gonna wait till she turns like 18 when she graduates. I'm just gonna get her.
Oh my god.
But then she's gonna be like,
Frosting.
"What?" She's just gonna be like,
Because she
"What?"
won't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she won't know, but it's
You'll
gonna be hilarious,
know.
and then I'll tell the story. And then we'll all start laughing, and she's just gonna look at all of us like, "What?
Crazies.
What's so funny
She's
about the
like,
frosting?"
She's gonna be like, Uncle G's crazy.
Oh, we know.
That crazy man just brought me frosting. And then I'll bring her a cake that's unfrosted. Then she can use the
She can
frosting on the
frost
cake.
Oh
herself.
my god. Anyway.
So, real quick before we wrap up the show, how can people get a hold of you social media wise?
On Instagram, look for skycrafter.tx. My little logo is a little cloud that says Skycrafter. There you
It's
go.
like that.
I'm on
Ooh.
Facebook too, skycrafter.tx. I have a Twitter. I don't really use it as much, but Instagram and Facebook are the best. So yeah, follow me. It will be interesting. I post mainly business stuff, but also sometimes some personal adventures.
Mhm.
So
And then when was the next show again?
my next event where you can come see me first Friday down at Hub Market, which is 1203 South Alamo. I'll be set up there from probably about 5 to 11. So come see me. First Friday is always fun there too. So
Awesome.
First
Good plugs.
Friday, more than getting
Oh.
drunk.
Yeah, my plugs. Okay, so March 14th is our 3rd annual Medals and Margaritas. And this will be at Woodlawn Point, which is by Jefferson High School.
Mhm.
So we're going to have free margaritas, local craft vendors, and all the medal vendors will either be from a local nonprofit or donating to a local nonprofit.
Oh, wow.
And live entertainment, but I also need more. So if you're a dancer, singer, whatever,
Professional dancer.
let me know. Mira Medals.
Donna sings.
But you gotta have insurance just in case an accident happens.
Yeah. Oh, and we're gonna have a food truck. I believe I have to confirm, but I think we're gonna have these guys, and then we're gonna have
Hey.
Big G's barbecue.
Rick.
Not me.
No, another Big G.
Not my dad either.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Other
another Big
G.
G.
There's a lot of G's in that
Yeah.
family.
So yeah, it should be good.
And then are they
Exciting,
on
exciting.
next week again, or the week after that?
What?
I said, are y'all on next week or the week?
We're
after?
supposed to be next week because after the week after that is our event.
Okay. So yes, so Mira Medals will be on next week. So she'll see her again, and then Donna will come back into the chair.
The chair.
Yay.
She took the day off, but not really, because she's still here.
Yeah.
And of course, again, make sure you get your issue out now. We're on page 24.
San Antonio Magazine,
Um,
#1 podcast.
It's it's a start. We're in a little blip, but it's a start. Work our way onto the cover in the next
We
couple
got a
of years.
bigger
Yeah.
category next.
And then, of course, shout out to Texas Bearded Cartel for sponsoring the episode.
Right
And
here.
then all the wonderful folks at Southside Craft Soda with their Texacola soda,
Yes.
their
It's
all
Vivo
gone.
Vanilla, and their
It's all
Limoncito. So make sure you get that all in stores now. And with that being said, again, thank you for being on the show here
Thanks
with
for having me.
us.
It was fun.
And I'm G.
I'm Dom.
I'm Donna Squared.
And this has been the 210 Culture Podcast. 210 Culture, bringing the best of 210 Nation.